Good morning and welcome to the Porch 321. Unfortunately, it's a very rainy and chilly day out today and just not a porch loving environment. So we decided we would film inside today. We're going to talk a little bit about the predictions of 2022 as pointed out by Rose Morrison, and she's the managing editor of Renovated and Shared by NAR. And she printed an article at the beginning of January that discusses the housing market for 2022.
Right, and the housing market is very complicated. It's kind of like a machine, and all the gears are working together, and sometimes things, stop up the gears, and so you would get out and repair it. So it does affect the U.S. economy, of course.
Yes.
It's very closely tied in. So any kind of shift in those gears in the economy can have far-reaching implications to our home buyers.
Correct, that is correct. And according to the article, this is what experts are saying. The pandemic for nearly 2 years is causing a supply chain shortage, which I'm sure everyone has experienced from, grocery stores, retail to building supplies. So builders are already pushed to catch up to the supply and demand. The high competition for homes during this time period has given sellers the upper hand. And we've all experienced that as well with the seller's market. Reducing room for any negotiation for the buyers, which unfortunately is the situation at this point. However, home buyers have kept engaging the market because of lower mortgage rates, and help of the working remotely has made home ownership a possibility for many. And yes, working remotely has become a big thing right now. And they were talking about the hiring situation and the lack of people filling jobs, but a lot of the jobs are, the reason why they're open is because people have decided to go to remote working and work from home. Yeah. So this has given a whole different real estate market for everybody, because now we're looking at home offices and things of that nature, so that people can work remotely. So experts seem to agree that the housing market will continue to favor sellers for some time.
Right, and that big factor is that dynamic between supply and demand being the main predictor of the outcome of the market. So we're weighing, this report weighed the winter slowdown for some markets, but it is believed that buying will stay strong and busy to avoid even higher prices in the spring.
And another factor is interest rates. When inflation is high, the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, which we've already experienced in our last video when we talked about the 0.25% increase that took place a couple of weeks ago, which affects loans like mortgages, and higher rates discouraging buyers. One factor, sadly, that could provide more available homes are homes in the loan forbearance program, which is ending.
All right. And now, NAR's chief economist, Lawrence Yun, he predicts that some stimulation in the homes to hit the market. It does appear that the pandemic has evolved as the pandemic evolved. The consumer confidence is growing, and it is an important segment of the economic outlook, consumer confidence.
Yes, that's correct. Experts expect the demand for homes to outpace supply for some time. But higher interest rates could tone down the buying competition, and there are whispers that lumber prices are expected to stabilize in 2022, bringing new construction back as an affordable option. And we experienced a lot of that during the peak of COVID of 2020, where it was just impossible to find homes, and a lot of people did go the new construction route as opposed to buying a pre-owned home. COVID-19 has led to systemic shifts in how we relate to home and jobs for many people. Some would-be homeowners have decided to hit the road in RVs and virtually connect to work along the way. And we have seen that, increase in RV sales, increase in used trucks, things like that. All of those has set the path or the roadway, so to speak, for people that are now deciding to do things that they hadn't done before and taking that opportunity.
Yeah. So this craze it could eventually calm down, but working from home will continue to be an impact in the real estate for years to come. And we definitely have been reminded about how those small little changes or ripple effect, or remember what I talked about with the gears, a small change can have a huge effect and bring a lot of opportunities though. So one thing we do know, it will continue to change, right, going on down the road. And over time, supply and demand will balance out. And the market will favor buyers again in the future. But in the meantime,
but for now it won't.
Make the most of this.
Right now
time.
it's getting listings on the market, and with the new builds coming about and making an about face, that's going to be the way of the future at this point in time. So, hang tight. Things will get better. Things will turn around.
That's right.
And we thank you for, again, another week of the Porch 321. And again, I'm Sherry Darmanine.
And I'm Sylvia Four. And Linda Hollington is not with us today, but she did do a market report, and we will post that as well. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you
on the porch. Please like us and subscribe with YouTube.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.